Hey guys, how's it going? Danconia here. Welcome back to the Overwatch League Roundup. So, we've got a bit of news to go through before we really kick off the roundup for this year. And it's time to look at the other two teams that were hinting at colour changes for the 2020 season. Yes, the San Francisco Shurk and the LA Valiant. They have confirmed their colour changes for 2020, and yeah, let's just look, shall we? I mean, the Los Angeles Valiant, they've gone from gold and green to what they will say is gold and blue. It's not gold and blue, Valiant, you're not fooling anyone. It's yellow and blue, it's IKEA. Let's be honest. They're going to be the IKEA meme team of 2020. Yeah, you should have stuck with the green and gold, to be quite honest with you, Valiant. This is, you know, Mayhem's change was good. We went through that in the last roundup. San Francisco's is possibly good. Valiant's? Nah, this is a mistake, Los Angeles Valiant. It really, really is. This yellow and blue colour scheme is not... It distinguishes them from other teams, which is great. It distinguishes them, but the thing is, green and gold distinguished them anyway. So I don't understand why Valiant have decided to change their colours. It's a baffling one. I can understand why Florida did it. There was a great fan demand for Florida to change to the Miami Vice sort of colours. And then San Francisco Shurk, yeah, I could see why they'd want to change it. But Valiant, I really don't see why. And especially to this, it's just not good. It's not good. And I really think it could be an own goal in some respects for Los Angeles Valiant if they're hoping to, I don't know, increase skin sales. Because I think this is what a lot of these colour changes are about. With Mayhem, I don't think they sold a lot of skins because, let's be honest, who wants McDonald's yellow and red? They don't really want to. I've got one Mayhem skin, I think. It's on JNATHYN. I got one and I was like, yeah, why did I get this? And I never got another one. Valiant, I never even bought a Valiant skin. I got it free through the inaugural at the end of the inaugural season, I think. We got some free. And San Francisco Shurk, I think, I got free as well. So that kind of explains those, in my opinion, are the three poorest colours schemes. Unless I'm missing any, which I might be. But the thing is, Valiant's was just my taste in some respects. And you could say for the others, but a lot of people kind of memed Mayhem for their colours, so I can understand, and there was always a better option for Mayhem. This is not a better option for Valiant. This is just a change, and a change I don't think a lot of people wanted to see. So it's a bizarre one for Valiant, so that's where we'll leave that one. San Francisco Shurk, however, now the great thing about Valiant is they announced their colour change, and then they showed us some skins as well. The same for the Mayhem, which if I haven't put I didn't put the Mayhem skins in the last video, so I'll put them in this one. The San Francisco Shurk, from time of recording, haven't showed us the skins, which is mildly frustrating, San Francisco, but hey, we will deal with it. Whereas we do have the colour scheme though, so it's silvery grey, black and orange, as we expected. It's ditched the gold, but it's majority black now. So I don't know what this means for the skins. It could mean the skins are majority orange, with the secondary colour being black. They could be majority black, with the secondary colour being orange. Or you could replace the black with grey silver. I sincerely hope it's not grey and orange, because that will not be an improvement. Whereas black and orange, any which way round, you know, orange being primary or the black being the primary colour, orange and black will be phenomenal. It will sell skins, because that will be a phenomenal change to their colour scheme. I probably will buy Shurk skins if they go down that colour route. The same as I've said on Discord, that I can see me buying some of the Mayhem skins, looking at them, because they look really good. Valiant, no. And to be quite honest, I'm really going hard on the Valiant here, but I've also looked at some of their new graphics as well on their Twitter page. It's terrible. I'm sorry, it's terrible. Some of you guys might like it. And if you do, then fair play, but oh no. Valiant, what have you done? And you can't turn back the clock. It's done now, and this is where we are. But the colour changes are through. Hopefully we'll get to see some San Francisco Shock skins very, very soon, if they're not up already. They're just at time of recording, they haven't shown us any yet, and normally the other two did within about an hour of them announcing and showing us the colour schemes. So, come on, buck up your ideas, Shock. Anyway, moving on, there's some news about our good old friend, Mr. Good Aim, Taimou. Now, Taimou, nothing's been officially announced, but I have had suspicions for quite a while that Taimou probably wouldn't be in the Overwatch League come 2020. And there's a lot of evidence mounting up to back up these claims now. So, Taimou changed a lot of his Twitter not handles, but his profile picture and his banner to Pepe. And we all know how controversial that green frog is in Overwatch League. It is banned in the Overwatch League Twitch. It's also banned in Contenders Twitch as well, I believe. So, there is a rule in the Overwatch League which I believe you cannot have Pepe on your Twitter or anything like that, on any of your socials, if you're an Overwatch League player. Also, I think it's a rule in Contenders, but I think it's a bit more lenient. So, if you remember rightly, when Defran was a Overwatch League player in early 2019, he didn't have any Pepes on his profiles, and he does now, even though he's a streamer for Atlanta Reign, but he's not a player. So this gives weight to the argument that Taimou is probably not going to be in the Overwatch League next year, probably not Contenders either. And then he also posts a tweet saying he will miss ya boys Harry Hook and Mickie PP. So this is an indication that obviously he's going to miss those two players. The thing is, Harry Hook is confirmed signed to the Dallas Fuel for next season. So, again, adding to the thing that it looks like probably Taimou is not going to be in Overwatch League next year. The only question remains, will Dallas ever announce it, that he's actually left? Because they haven't officially announced it. This is just me making presumptions at the end of the day. But also, there is no confirmation on Mickey's future at the moment. So, this is another player I expected to leave Dallas Fuel this year, is Mickie. So, we remains to be seeing what happens at the Dallas Fuel. But I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of days if you see announcements that probably Taimou has left and probably retired from competitive Overwatch. I wouldn't be surprised. And then Mickie, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes as well, because I don't see a place for them at the Dallas Fuel now with the changes they are making. And when you look at it, it's kind of getting worrying for the Dallas Fuel, because they seem to be this team where if you leave the Dallas Fuel, you're generally not staying in the Overwatch League or Overwatch in general. So if I read them now, you look at Effect, he retired when he left the Dallas Fuel for personal reasons, obviously. Coco retired when he left the Dallas Fuel, moved on to being a coach. Chips Hyan ended up retiring. Seagull retired. You know, it's difficult. And then you look at the XQC issue. You know, XQC basically is retired, even though officially he's not. He's basically retired in terms of Overwatch League, Overwatch Contenders and stuff like that. He's now out of the Gladiators Legion as well. And then you look at people like Peak as well, the coach, retired. Jane basically retired. He's now a content creator for Team Envy. So, yeah, the amount of retirements and basic leaving of the Overwatch competitive scene that comes out of the Dallas Fuel is kind of disturbing. And then perhaps we might have to add Mickie and Taimou to that, which is, it's not a good look for the Fuel. It's not a good look. It really must put years on you playing or coaching the Dallas Fuel. That's all I can say, especially in the past couple of seasons. But that is where we're going to leave it for now. One thing I do want to say though is when you look at the teams page on the Overwatch League now, obviously with the new colors for the Florida Mayhem, the Los Angeles Valiant and the San Francisco Shock, when you look at the teams page, and they've changed slightly the Toronto Defiant, Houston and the back along changed Philadelphia's colors slightly as well, there are a lot of teams with black accenting backgrounds now. Florida Mayhem, Houston Outlaws, Philadelphia Fusion, San Francisco Shock, Toronto Defiant, and Seoul Dynasty. And it's kind of like bad for distinguishing teams. We've got actually no teams with any yellow backgrounds now, whereas we did have the Florida Mayhem. And yeah, I don't know whether it's brilliant having all these teams having black backgrounds. Perhaps like change the Houston Outlaws to having a green background and then make the guns on the logo black, which they are in a lot of different instances. And then Toronto Defiant, they kind of are black anyway, but make their logo red to distinguish them a bit. It all just seems a bit too close together. And Florida Mayhem have another colour. They have the blue colour, so why not use that as a background on the team's page instead of black? But that's just me being nitpicky with the Overwatch League site. So I'm going to leave it here for this one. The next Overwatch League roundup should be a really interesting one because it'll be team focused probably. Or it might be an overall Overwatch League roundup for the season coming up. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see which one gets released first. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. See you then.